Knock, 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 till you hit the door. I'm coming in, I'm coming hot. Nelly rapping mad pop. I don't care what you got, my goals in a kill shot. Rocky wouldn't give up now, so you know that I'm not. It's so unbelievable how things could come full circle. If you got a plan, he'll be your right hand. It will be all right. We've come this far by faith and not by sight. That's his part.
So how are you? Hello.
Hi, hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as
So it's
well.
it's Queen Mohammed, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Super. Okay, well, I know I've said your name, but let me give you the stage. Let you introduce yourself, tell us what you do, tell us why you're here on episode of Meet the Artist.
Okay, okay. My name is Queen Muhammad. Um, I am not really an artist. I am a owner of a entertainment house called Mad Pop Records. We are out. Sorry, those are my dogs. We are out of Philadelphia, and we've been in business for about 4 or 5 years, since about 2017. But I've been doing this entertainment, marketing, PR for about close to 15, 20 years. Um, Let me see. Our website is www.maddpop.com. You'll be able to see everything that we have done over the years, all of the artists that we have worked with. Very, oh my goodness, such talented individuals. Um, the basis of our entertainment house, we're more than just a record label. We do artist development here. So we take artists that may not have a big following, may not have a lot of subscribers or people that engagement, and we kind of develop them, let them know, develop them, their sound. We've had artists, Trish Discord, and you can go to her page, Trish, Trish Discord, on Instagram. She's one of our artists, and we have sent her to vocal lessons. She's been doing vocal lessons. We have an artist, Little Mars, and that's Lilmaurs, Little Mars. Um, he has dance lessons. He's a dancer and a rapper. Trish is a rock and roll alternative rock um, artist out of New York. And Lil Mars is right here out of Philadelphia, the Lower Marion area. He's actually a Lower Marion graduate, 2020 Lower Marion graduate, just like my son, Anthony Bolden. Um, that's how they met. They were in class and school together. Lower Marion is, as you know, where Kobe Bryant graduated from as well. But it was very unfortunate with them. That's why I kind of took him underneath um, our wing, which is Mad Pop Records wing, when he graduated, because as you know, those kids, they didn't have any graduation, no prom, okay, no walk down the aisle, no class trip. You know what I'm saying? So they're very resilient. They're very resilient. The class of 2020 is very resilient. And my son um, was one of them, and our artist, Little Mars, was one of them. So we definitely want to just develop the youth. That's what we're doing here. We know things around the world may be getting a little bit bleak, especially, you know, all of those kids who were cheated out of graduation. Those are things that we remember, people signing your yearbook and all that type of stuff. They had none of that. They had to spend the entire year basically under quarantine, learning at home. So it's those are the times that we're in right now. But us at Mad Pop Records, even through all of that, we have continued to put out music. We have continued to push forward. We made a consecutive effort as a company to continue to push forward.
Mm.
And we have put out actually more music during this quarantine than we did before. We just amped it up, you know, because we didn't, you know, that was a very uncertain time. And so a lot of the artists that we have are very undeveloped. They're looking for their break. They're looking for their chance. So when things are getting hectic in the world, it's time to now go the extra mile, because you don't know what's going to happen, or if you're ever going to be able to flourish your talents like you need to. So we just pushed forward, and thank goodness that, you know, things kind of turned a little bit around in a positive direction, as far as things opening back up, and you know, people being able to get out the house. So thank goodness for that. But during that time, it was very rough. It was very rough. And we just continue to push forward. During that time, our artist, Trish Discord, she started a Ministering Monday, where she would stream live a concert for about a half an hour every Monday. So that, and now she's kind of subsiding away from that because things are opening back up and she's able to now perform. But it's just, we had to pivot during this.
Innovate things.
Exactly. We had to pivot, and we continue to move forward. So I don't, you know, that's us, Mad Pop Records. You can go to that and website, and our bio is on there. Our page on Instagram is Mad, M-A-D-D, Pop Worldwide, and Mad Pop Records on Instagram and Twitter. So yes, that's us. That's us, in a nutshell.
That is really amazing. It's a great job that you're doing, and
Yeah.
you know, and the good thing is it's rewarding because you get to see it. You know,
Yes.
it's not something that you do that is just so. We don't know how it will turn out. You get to see the reward. You know, it's like a teacher.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You bring them up and
Yes.
you watch them flourish.
Yes.
So thanks to people like you, that people with real talents will be able to actually come and
Yes.
be heard as they should. They should definitely be heard because
And we push the envelope. Not to mean to cut you off, but we as a company, we take pride in pushing the envelope. We had a rapper from Zimbabwe named Stones Moyo. We worked with him. He did an excellent job. We have had we have an artist, one of our lead artists right now. His name is Rich Long, and he's actually a transgender male. And yes, his name is Rich Long, and he's going through a little bit of time and issues, legal issues and stuff like that. So we just wanted to wish him well, but he's been here, and he has about, he has 5 projects out now. He is actually one of our lead artists, and you can follow him and subscribe to his channel, Keeping People Real TV. We've kind of like been documenting all of his story. So please keep him in well wishes, and we wish him to be free very soon. But yeah, his music, he's from Texas. And he came up here to work with Mad Pop Records like about April, May. And he's just been cranking out music ever since. So yeah, I mean, so we push the envelope. We are one of the first labels to have a transgender as the lead artist. And not only that, he has a song out called The Realist, which has Sancho Dollar on it, who is also a transgender male. So we are one of the first record labels to have 2 transgender males on a record, and that actually be one of our top lead artists. So we pushing the envelope. We traveled all over the globe to work with so many people, so many talented people. Not only that, we employ people. We have had dancers, stylists. Like not only do we're work with artists, but we also work with individuals to make sure, oh, sorry, my phone is going off. I apologize about that. Yeah.
Because I think at the end of the day,
Yeah, I don't want to get up.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, my phone was going off.
Okay, no, that's fine. I was just saying, at the end of the day, these people definitely need that voice, and it's a really great job that you guys are doing.
Yes, yes.
So,
Go ahead, I'm listening. I just gotta get up.
I was just going to say, that obviously you've been in the music industry
Yes,
for all
yes.
this while, and what are the main biggest challenges that you've been facing within the music industry?
The biggest challenge that I've had to face was being a woman, being a Black woman. I feel like our company has been leading the way, not leading, but right there with the industry, and leading in a lot of things as far as sound and the way we do business and developing artists. If not leading, just circling back, because a lot of this model that we have done, we have taken from Motown, not the new Motown, but the original Motown, and how they took the time to develop artists. And you can tell they took the actual time to do so because all of their artists are pretty much megastars. So that baking time, is what's missing in the industry. So I'm sorry, my phone is going off. I apologize for all this distraction, but it's just been so hectic. But yeah, that baking time is what's necessary and what's needed and what's missing. So that's the whole point of trying to now circle back to redevelop artists again. So that's what this is about. Also, coming from Philadelphia, we Huff and Gamble, they're from here. So they are very prominent. They wrote a lot of hits for a lot of people, especially Teddy Pendergrass and stuff like that. So they're from here. So we have a rich history of music right here in Philadelphia. The OJs, Patti LaBelle, Jill Scott. We had so much talent here. Left Eye from TLC, Eve. It's just so much talent here and music. I don't think that we get a lot of credit for just being the sound of Philadelphia, especially from back in the day. Teddy Pendergrass, of course. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Because actually, that will kind of lead me into my next question as to, obviously, you're constantly busy. It's, phone going off.
I apologize.
Everything. No, not at all. It was actually, you knew what you were getting yourself into, and you're into it, and you're doing a really fantastic job. But what was it that got you into it? Why did you think, oh, you know what, this is what I want to do? Why did you think, oh yeah, I want to help
30 minutes.
Underdeveloped children. I want to help the music industry. I want to pull out the real music and give it to the people that really need to hear it. What made you do that? What was behind that decision?
I just felt like it was sounds that I love all of the music that's out right now, even if it's not something that I'm it's not my genre. We're more of how well you execute it. type of thing. So, you know, it's certain things that we look for is just someone putting their all into it, whether we like it or not, whether it's my genre or not, whether it's, you know, rock and roll, country. You can tell when somebody's really feeling a piece of work, you know. So it may not be something that I listen to, but if somebody put their all into it, I can respect it. And that's where we come from. So even music that we produce here, it may not be my cup of tea, but we just make sure that the quality control is good, and that it's in certain people, that artists that we have, we may not even have the same religious views, political views, anything, you know, just social views, but that doesn't matter. We all have to work together, and that's what we do. So
Right.
we're an equal opportunity company. And we welcome anybody that, no matter what genre they are in, that they give their absolute best. So that's what we do here. And yeah, and I do apologize. As I told you, our artists, which we are the music industry is a 24-hour industry. And I knew that when I got into it close to 20 years ago. I had a PR firm called So the Pop. So we've always been using the word pop. So the Pop, yeah, marketing, where I worked with many artists. I've even worked with one of the dancers that was on Russell Simmons' Def Comedy Jam. So I had a vast comic, you know, and so that's why I kind of veered away from that and opened up Mad Pop Records, because when you're spreading yourself so thin in so many different directions, like I had dancers, um, uh, writers, comedians, everything. So it was just, and it's very hard, even though you have time to now research things, but it's so hard to be an expert in every field.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why we kind of like, okay, well, we switch off and just to do music. If anybody else has other talents other than music, then we can help them with that. But at least this is the base, and we can kind of like kind of know this area, you know, 100%, and then branch off to other areas. So it just helped out a lot to veer away from being a big marketing firm with every type of entertainment person coming, and then we have to be just experts in everything, where we could just focus on one thing, and then if they have other talents, we can kind of help them and guide them into the resources they need to get to where they need to go. But the base is music. So that's why we kind of opened up Mad Pop Records. And hmm?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, I think that is where we're similar in terms of what we actually preach as well. We say we want to bring all nations together through music, and
Mhm.
because we know that's one thing that unites us. It doesn't matter what you are, what color, how tall, how dark, or
Exactly.
whatever it is. As long as it's good music, we all
Yeah,
feel that same chemistry, and we
yes.
unite always on
And
that one thing. So, really great job. Kudos to you.
thank you.
Uh,
And I was
I get
saying that I was saying that to say that it's a 24-hour business. And I just let your audience know that our artist, Rich Long, is going through legal trouble. So that's what that call was about. It that's the 24-hourness of this industry. I have to be available, because anything can happen anytime. As you see, you read the newspaper, you watch the news, you read the blogs. These entertainers are always going through something. It's always going through something, and they have to have proper management that's going to always be available to service to make sure that their client is, you know, the best that they could possibly be. So it's a 24-hour entertainment is 24 hours. It's no days off, and you have to be willing to give up certain parts of yourself to make that a reality for somebody else. If that's, I always reference the movie Jerry Maguire, if that's ever a movie that your audience or you ever seen. I mean, it's just like that. It's you're nonstop hustling and bustling, and it's the artist. You do all that so the artist can just focus on their talents. A lot of times nowadays, artists, they want to do everything. They want to do this, they want to do that. They see your podcast, they want to do that. They want to do every little thing. And then the music suffers. So being a part of this team and a part of this umbrella called Mad Pop Records, which I started 2017, is the comfort and the rest that it will get done. Problems will get solved. Things will get, it's just having the reassurance and giving that to artists who don't have big budgets is actually preparing them for the bigger deals. So they won't get out there and then they're a fish out of water and then signing something that they may regret later. You know what I'm saying? So this is the place right here. So if any artists want to come to Mad Pop Records, just reach out to us, info and bookings with an S at maddpop.com. You can also go to our website, www.maddpop.com, maddpop.com. And, you know, I just, like I said, I sing. I definitely, actually my first record that I ever did on you know, just out selling out to the stores, distributed, was with our artist Rich Long, and it's called Grind. So if you want me to, I can kind of sing a little bit of that.
That we would definitely love that.
I'm trying to think. What should I sing? Because those lyrics are maybe a little bit too explicit for this program, so I don't know about that. All right, I'll actually sing part of the song that just came out. I sent it over to you. It's called Unbelievable, and it's myself featuring Robert Curry of Day 26. I actually seen them in concert. They was actually doing a 10-year reunion concert, and they actually came to Philadelphia, and I seen them, and it's just so amazing how a few years later that we're actually on a track together. Robert Curry is a stellar performance. He wrote his entire part to his, you know, and I gave him very little information, just a couple keywords, and he nailed it 100%. He got the essence of the song. He is a professional, and we made sure that we produced it to the, I mean, even more than we ever did, just because we saw the level of professionalism that he was bringing to the table, and we wanted to match it. This is our first time really dealing with an artist on that type of grand scale that has been on TV. If you're not familiar with Robert Curry, he was on MTV's Making the Band with P. Diddy, and he was one of the guys selected to be in the R&B group Day 26, and they had a couple good hits out, and they're a phenomenal. I think they're going back on tour now, so that's why I wanted to get this song out, because I knew that his time was very limited, and we produced this called Unbelievable, and it's myself with Robert Curry at Day 26, and let me see. Knock, okay. Knock, 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 knock. Do you hear the door? I'm coming in, I'm coming hot. Melly rapping Mad Pop. I don't care what you got, my goals in a kill shot. Rocky wouldn't give up now, so you know that I'm not. It's so unbelievable how things could come full circle. If you got a plan, he'll be your right hand. It will be all right. We've come this far by faith and not by sight. That's his part. But yeah, it's called Unbelievable. And the chorus is, we've come this far by faith and not by sight. And that's the whole point of the song. You know, this is a song I wrote while I have an artist currently in prison. This is not my first go around with people that we've had here getting in the system. I mean, that's a part of the you know, we've had an artist a few years back had got arrested, and he's out now, thank goodness. And we worked with his wife, and we were, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. That's when we have a team. That's what they do. They support you, and they're not there to be yes men, but they're there to basically be the checks and balances to make sure that you are going in the right direction. So we this is what we do. And if you do need management, if you do need a producer, if you do need background vocals, if you need effects, we do sound effects. If you need a feature with one of our artists, we have a few artists here. You can go to www.madpop.com to see our roster. And you can also reach out. And if you want me to be on your track as well, I do background vocals and features as well, I guess now.
As well. That is absolutely amazing. You know, it's such a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
doing
you.
a really amazing job, and you know, we will definitely go and check them out. Yeah, no, definitely, we need more people like you in the world. Definitely, especially in
Thank
the
you.
music
Thank you.
industry. Yeah, maybe we should clone you, and then you know.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you. And
So,
I apologize for having to step away.
uh,
Guys, you know, this, I said, is a hectic business. And you guys know that. You read the blogs, you know it's hectic. You can go to my personal Instagram, is Mama Bear, MAMA Bear Queen 215. And if you would like to, I now we have an actual my podcast is coming out next week. It's called the Godmother Podcast, and it's going to be on Keeping People Real TV on YouTube. And you can go subscribe there. We're trying to give you a show every week. So more information will be on Keeping People Real TV on YouTube. You can make sure you stream all of our artists' work. Before I even plug my own, all of our artists' work. We have Trish Discord, Little Mars, Rich Long. You can go to www.madpop.com to go to and see everything they have, and also stream Unbelievable by myself and Robert Curry of Day 26. It's hot. It's inspirational. It's hip hop. It's everything. It's getting great reviews. We did our hardest on it, and Robert, he delivered.
no, absolutely, definitely do it on that track. Can't wait to go and share it. Just on, well, just a very last question.
Okay.
Away from music, just a random one out there. What do you consider to be your spirit animal, and why?
I would say a wolf.
Whoa.
I connect a little bit with that. For what reasons, I don't know. I would have to really look up and research the characteristics. But I know that that's something that's always been, you know, if I would say, just because I'm I'm a very just diligent business person. So maybe that's a reason why, but I would have to really, really look up the characteristics of a wolf to know what what specifically is but yeah, but that's what I would feel more more comfortable with. Yeah.
Very nice. Well, it's been absolutely amazing. I wish we could talk a lot more, but unfortunately, time is up.
Yes, yes.
But
Thank you. Thank
um,
you,
oh,
everybody.
you're very welcome, and we hope to catch up with you again very soon.
Yes, yes.
There are lots of new projects, so I'm sure we'll be there. So I'm sure we'll
Yes,
speak again
yes,
very, very
yes.
soon.
Stay tuned.
All right.
Mad
Thank
Hot
you very
Records.
much, Grandma Average. It's been a pleasure. Take
Yeah.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is Power Ace Radio.